Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. Earlier this week, I did a product review of Dehancer, specifically Dehancer for DaVinci Resolve. Dehancer is a film emulation software, and that means you can emulate different types of film. It brings a certain warmth and depth to digital media that's honestly lost since we don't use film anymore. So with the film emulation, you can select a film that is geared toward the lighting situation you're in. So for me, I can bring more light back to the video. In addition, there's a selection called push or pull. My very limited understanding is that this simulates the development process and how long the film is in the chemical. And with that, you can also change the exposure, but it changes the color as well. So using that technique and a little bit of what's built into DaVinci Resolve, I'm going to attempt to color correct the video that you've been watching for the last few seconds. So to be completely honest, I really don't usually do any color correction on my video. And I don't know why I got into that habit. I guess because a lot of times you're moving, the light's changing, and you would have to just do it section by section by section. And I'm more interested in just sharing. That color doesn't need to be perfect. But this is some video I shot in the Galapagos with the GoPro on a tray. And I had a video light, but the light doesn't reach that far. So you see up here at the top, there are a couple hammerhead sharks, and then there's a turtle and an angelfish kind of in the foreground. But I want to see what I can do in terms of color correction here. And again, this is just totally experimental. Have not read the instructions. I watched a couple reviews on it and really just kind of clicked through those to get some of the highlights. You can see there's a lot less red, and anytime you're scuba diving or dealing with light underwater, the red light gets filtered out first, so that's why you see the red light like that. And the video light doesn't reach that far. You have to actually be pretty darn close to your subject for the video light to really add the reds back and bring that. I've tried filters. I think I have another video that's still out there about GoPro filters, and didn't have a lot of luck with those. So let's try a couple different film types. That's getting better. I like the color on the rocks better here, and the turtle. Yeah, that's starting to come together. Let's see what this one does. Oh. That's not bad. I think I might like this one better, though. Yeah, hard to say. Oh my gosh. So many choices. This one's pretty good, though. See if we can dial this in a little further with the reds. Now I'm in just the DaVinci Resolve color controls. I liked what that film profile brought to the video, but I would see if I can dial it in a little more with the DaVinci Resolve color controls. Feel like that's almost a little too much red. Try to fine-tune that red just a little bit. Maybe try a different film now that I've adjusted the color a little bit more. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. See if we can tweak it even more with the film developer. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's really dialing it in. Starting to see those colors on the turtle's shell pop. And the colors of the rocks are now a little more close to what I remember. I believe this dive was at Darwin Island in the Galapagos, and I was diving with a very minimal kit. I think I just had one small video light on this setup, and it was a GoPro on a tray. The conditions were pretty rough, and all the diving was done from a skiff, so everything was a back roll negative entry, and I didn't want to bring my big camera rig with me. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm digging the Dehancer. Let's back it up a little bit because the light changes, right? That's the other thing with these dive videos. See the sharks at the top. Oh, this was such a great dive. Here I'm a lot deeper and I'm moving up toward the turtle. So we're getting a little more light as I get closer to the top of the water. And we have the video light getting closer to the turtle. So the challenge is to get the color corrected so that it looks good throughout the entire scene. And you don't have to do it frame by frame or step by step, chopping it up into smaller sections. And that's probably why I don't do a great deal of color correction. But this film emulation really seems to do a nice job. Maybe I should start doing more color correction. This is really good right here. I really like this. I'm curious what you think. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this tool and the color correction here. This is really good. We're getting some color correction. We're getting more light from the video light and some more ambient light because I'm closer to the top of the water here. I'll be real interested to see what kind of feedback I get on this because, again, I don't think I've ever done a video about my video editing process. And if there is interest in this, I could do some more videos about my workflow and how I process the video and stitch things together and work in DaVinci Resolve. Probably going to add Dehancer to my normal workflow now. I really like what this has done with the color. And if you look at the scopes, I don't know if you've been paying attention to those on the bottom right hand, you can really see how that brought the red up compared to where it was when we started. I think it's safe to say I'm impressed with the Dehancer product, at least this DaVinci Resolve plugin. I could see this being a regular part of my workflow. For the underwater scenes, obviously, I'm really impressed with the color correction here. I used a little bit of the DaVinci Resolve features that were already built in, but those in conjunction with the film emulation, I felt like really made that overall process a lot easier compared to when I've looked at it before. And as I mentioned, I just don't do color correction anymore because I had felt it was kind of tedious, and I just try to get close enough and get enough from the video lights that I don't need to do it. But for some of the wider shots, for wrecks and things, this is just going to be fantastic. And then for the other part, for the above the water stuff, I think fantastic creative possibilities that this product will unlock. So yeah, I'd say positive review for me. I'm impressed with Dehancer. I find that it's been very user-friendly, easy to work with for someone that's a complete novice in terms of film and film emulation. I think there's a lot here to unpack, and I could see there being a lot of value as I expand my horizons and learn more about how to use it. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.